ladies and gentlemen, it's Matthew Farrow here again, and welcome back to my space. This is another video of the Concoction Series, and it is about the third and final set theory problem of the problem sets in the first volume of the Concoction Series. In the first video, we learned about the description of a set using the set builder notation. In the second video, we learned about the elements of a set, and we also, in little details, we saw about the number systems. In this final video about the set theory problems, we are going to learn about the empty sets. And let's get right into it. So the question says, which of the following is an empty set? So we recall that a set is said to be empty if it has no element in it. And in notation wise, so a set is said to be empty and is represented as A, either as empty braces or the Greek letter phi. So either this or this, not both together. So let's go straight into the question. So the first one is a set of triangles whose sum of angles is 360. So do we have any triangle in that set? So at this level of mathematics, the geometry we are dealing with is the Euclidean geometry, and in this geometry, the sum of angles in any triangle is 180 degrees. The case may be different in other geometry like the spherical geometry or the hyperbolic geometry, but in the flat Euclidean geometry, the sum of angles in any triangle is 180. So it can never be 360. So it means that this set, if I represent it with A, this set is an empty set. So empty, because there are no triangles, the sum of whose angles is 360 degrees. The second one, the set of quadrilaterals, the sum of whose angles is 340 degrees. So this the same as the first question. In Euclidean geometry, the sum of all quadrilaterals, because quadrilaterals have 4 sides, and we know that the sum of angle in any n-sided polygon is given by n minus 2 times 180. So if we know that the quadrilaterals are those with 4 sides, then n is equal to 4, and that means 4 minus 2 times 180, which is equal to 2 times 180, which is 360 degrees. So every quadrilateral in the Euclidean geometry have the sum of the angles to be equal to 360 degrees. So there is no quadrilateral the sum of whose angles is 360 degrees. So it means this is an empty set as well. The first one is an empty set. The second one, B, is also an empty set. The third one, rectangles whose diagonals are equal in length. So this is playing or asking whether we know the properties of rectangles. And generally for rectangles, the two diagonals are equal in length. So it means all rectangles are actually, they belong to this third set. So we remember that a rectangle looks like this, and these are the two diagonals, this guy and this guy. So the red and green lines are the diagonals of the rectangle, and because of the geometry of a rectangle, we know that the opposite sides are equal. So if this is A, this is A. If this is B, this is B. So the right angle triangle with the red diagonal as its hypotenuse is the same triangle A and B with the green diagonal as its hypotenuse. So they have to be equal in length. So all rectangles have their diagonals to be equal in length. So this is not empty. Not empty. And the next one is this set an empty set. So remember what I said at the beginning with the notation. It is either this or this. Either this or this, not both of them together. So this is not an empty set because it is a set that contains the symbol phi, the Greek letter phi. So it is not an empty set, it is a singleton, a unit set that contains one element. So it is not empty. If it is going to be empty, there won't be anything in it. So that is not an empty set. And the last one is the same case. It is a singleton because it is a set that contains the element just one number, which is 0. So it is not an empty set. So again, remember, a set is said to be empty if it has no element in it. And with that, we've come to the end of the set theory problems of the volume 1 of the Concoction series. If you have specific questions about set theory problems, do not hesitate to drop the questions in the comment section below. Thank you. Bye. Till see you in the next episode.